filming? No, I just trying.
Is it downstairs?
What's all right?
Welcome.
Sacred Journey to Peru. 10 artists. Pam was in charge of running this with me. It became like a family, there's 10 of us. And this is like a reunion, actually, of art and souls and minds. This is my friend Linda. Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane, and I would highly, highly recommend Machu Picchu because my career took a different path after my trip there.
Thank you. Got it?
Hi, I'm Gina Alisea, and I went to Machu Picchu it was about a year and a half ago, and it was such a mystical place that I was so taken by the structures that I saw that I had to exhibit them here at Unity. The photographs really speak to me because they're like portals, like where you take, you're in one spot and you look through these posts and lintels and windows and these structures, and you look like you're going into a whole other world. And it really fascinated me, so I photographed that and brought that here to Unity.
The best thing that happened to us in Peru was taking the hike up. Huayna Picchu actually was a mountain that was a tremendous effort, and we succeeded, and it was glorious. And then
Thanks, Laura. The day you took the hike, and I was because I was sitting in Aguas Calientes, and because everybody was like, "Did you see the rainbow?" I didn't see the rainbow. So
rainbows are magical, and we were doing a group healing back in a cave area, and there it was. It just came out, and it was double rainbow at times. It was cool. It was neat.
magical.
So when are you going back?
I don't know yet.
We're still there in our minds. We never left. Here's Pammy. Pammy wants to talk on film.
No, Pammy likes to be behind the camera, but Pammy's not good in front of the camera. She doesn't know what to say.
You jumped in there much more than I was.
Tell me what you like the best about the trip.
What do I like the best about the trip? I would say the people, number one. Definitely the people. And exploring ancient civilizations and seeing how people 500 years ago were able to build these amazing, amazing places. And we don't even know how still, with all of our modern technology. And just the spirituality of the place and the energy is just unbelievable. So.
And that's Jenny, another goddess nailing on the wall.
Hi. Hi. Would you share your greatest experience at Machu Picchu?
I was, we had a sound ceremony, a Peruvian sound ceremony and healing ceremony after dark with the shaman that we'd met when we were there. And I had the opportunity to assist him in the ceremony. And so I brought my Native American flute with me to Peru, and he asked me to open the ceremony and close the ceremony with that music. And then I had the opportunity to lean up against the tree that's in the main courtyard at Machu Picchu and watch right behind him and watch him conduct this whole sound ceremony. And the wild thing is that he had the same instruments that I have here, crystal bowls, gongs. We had the exact same Vietnamese gong. And so he basically trained me to do these sound ceremonies. And so that was most definitely the most meaningful and experience of kind of getting a transference from this wonderful shaman named Evers.
Do you plan on returning?
Oh yeah, I'm going to actually go back and rent a house in Cusco for a month and really spend some time there.
How far is that?
Cusco from Machu Picchu? It's a train ride. I don't really remember. You can actually walk from Cusco to Machu Picchu on the Incan Trail, which is the way that the Incans used to get there. And the Incan Trail opens on the Sun Gate, and you're standing. You've climbed, so you walk through and you're looking down on Machu Picchu. But I haven't done that yet. I want to do that. So you can walk from Cusco to Machu Picchu with the Incan Trail, or you can take a train and it takes, I don't remember, a couple of hours, 3 hours.
My name is Vera. I am Vera Lopez. I'm from Brazil. I have been creating and guiding groups to Peru for 15 years now. This is my life mission, my passion. I love what I do, and as you can see in this group of talent artists that put together this beautiful exposition, you can see the result and the transformation that is coming home with you after such a journey. I'd like to invite you and all your friends to join me next time, July 2005, and every other July, because every year I'll always guide groups around that time. From August 1st to August 7th, the Andes people believe the Mother Earth opened her heart to receive our gratitude. And that's the best time of the year to go. And I love to go during that time. So you are invited to join me this year or any other year in the future. Thank you.
It's up to you.
It was a wonderful trip. It was life-changing. I mean, it was, and as we were talking earlier, it was like we were still there when we came back for, weeks afterwards. It was amazing.
I've heard many people say life-changing. In what way? Can you think? What happened there that opened your eyes to some different way of thinking?
It's just you have to experience it, I think, and I think it's different for everyone. We were told kind of cautioned in advance not to go with any really specific expectation. I think that was really good advice, because if you let yourself be open to it, it will affect me differently than you, maybe, or something. But it was very powerful. There was a intense energy there, a life force there. I don't know. I broke up with the person I was on the trip with while I was there, and I think that had to do with kind of reaching a different sort of a clarity. I don't know. It was just wonderful. I would highly recommend it to anybody.
Oh, it would be wonderful. It would be wonderful. Yes.
Do you think you could go for 2 weeks?
I'm not sure.
There's another trip going in July.
I'm not eligible for it. I haven't got the stamina for the 2 weeks.
First trip was with the church, 38 people, and that's with Candice, and I was really glad to be, my first trip with people that I really cared about and knew. And the second time was 9 people also from the church. We went to different places and a different agenda, but same places, but different places too. And now I'm going the 4-day Inca Trail, and I'm going with just 2 people, meeting one of the artists that I went with. So it's just 3 girls.
What keeps you going back? What's the attraction? Everyone here says it changed their life.
Well, for me, I knew right away that, I knew before anyway that Peru, I had been in Peru after Atlantis, and that many of us had been in Peru after Atlantis, and I knew I would be going home. And
After Atlantis? What is that?
the time state a long time ago of Atlantis, the continent that disappeared. Atlantis, the continent that disappeared.
Okay, so I didn't understand what you said. You had been there?
Correct.
Oh, in your past life? Oh, okay. And so then Peru was like the same thing?
Peru, the Earth is still the same. The Earth is still, from the time that we left Atlantis and went there, I have very vivid memories, and could tell you the whole story about how we left Atlantis and many of us relocated to Peru. And I don't know what years, I don't have that, and there's no time reference for it in my memory bank, but it's just about as clear can be. And so for me, I knew that going to Peru would be like coming home again, that I knew the land.
Do you think eventually you will stay there? You will always come back here?
So.
No.
We're all special. It's almost like it's winter.
Here's Candice now. We just see ourselves? Yes, indeed. Okay. Yes, indeed. My brain can go back to normal.
شنو هو الجنسي اللي بقولها؟
Funny name for a bluegrass band, but
Most people remember it.
It's a train ride. I don't really remember. You can actually walk from Cusco.